Ladies and gentlemen, it's finally time to answer once and for all. Could you strangle a manatee with your bare hands? The Australian coast, about knee deep in water, and that manatee wants you dead. Are you winning or are you losing? I called in the best help I could find, Fernando.
Space Ham, thank you for having me.
Not a pleasure. And then of course you could forget Arens.
Space Ham, always a pleasure. Thank you for having
Kill
me.
yourself. Thanks.
Thank you.
So if we're knee deep in water, the biggest thing here is to get as far away from the water as possible. We gotta get them closer to land. If you could gouge its eyes out, somehow, you know, a million kicks here and there, you should be able to put it down.
There is not a fucking chance that we beat a manatee. So with that said, you brought up a good point. Gouging its eyes out. See, but what do you do from there? You got 1,200 pounds of absolute monster in front of you.
Blind monster.
And you still have to be within fighting distance to even hit it. So it's gonna know that you're there regardless of whether it can see or not. One good land by that manatee is gonna put us on our asses.
Beaching it has got to be one of the best options.
It has to be.
Granted, if you can get them out of the water.
We're getting the
However,
fucking manatee out of the water.
you're getting the manatee out of the water?
Manatee out.
How are you getting the manatee out of the water?
You can follow me out of the water like a dumbass.
I'm also for if you get him on his back, you could somehow maybe choke it out.
Where is its neck?
You could choke
Where's
it
its
out.
neck?
I'm just saying.
Where's its
it's
neck? Here's my
possibility.
neck. Look up a picture of a manatee and tell me where its neck is.
You can wrap
Where do
your
you
arm
start?
around. You can wrap your arm around it.
Wrap your arm around my waist. Wrap your arm around.
Yeah,
It's not doing much to me.
Another flaw though in your plan, they could survive 25 minutes straight on land.
But who's to say it doesn't go back in the water to grab its breath?
It can roll. I don't think it's very good.
Things in my environment.
Sand?
There's sand.
What do you do with sand?
Build a fort!
Forts win wars, Squidward.
What are the manatee's ways of winning?
They can swim to max about 20 miles per hour.
In the water, we don't stand a chance.
If you got it on land and you're just beating the shit out of it, throw in the lack of oxygen and like the eyeballs.
With the lack
Throw
of
in the fact that he's just gonna roll back into the water. Bye, I'm gonna go get air. Where's it bleeding from?
From the eye, from the gouged out eyes.
No, he's chilling, bro. He doesn't need his eyes.
Yeah, he does.
What does he need them for?
I don't fucking know.
See it, bro! What do you mean? To see you.
He knows you're there.
But he doesn't know where I'm at.
Close your eyes. Where am I?
Yes.
Where am I?
At first, studies said manatees were dumb. Recent studies are saying they're smart. They can't bite you.
Don't bite.
They're not
They
biting
have
you.
teeth.
But I'm sure a a swift flipper is gonna do some damage.
There's a reason manatees don't hunt anything. Because they're incapable of doing it. All we gotta do is last 25 minutes out of water. We could do something.
But why are we assuming we're only lasting 25 minutes?
That's how
he
long
can roll back in the water.
Who said he's going to?
How are you gonna stop him?
Roll him the wrong way.
Roll into the road!
In Australia, they use jeeps and shit, so just run them right over the jeep.
We're fighting with tools now. He's driving the jeep on the beach.
Yeah, how are you gonna get him outside the water though? That's
He's gonna follow me. If he wants to kill me,
It is gonna follow you. It does want you dead. But I don't know if manatees are intelligent enough to be like, oh, he's out of the water, I shouldn't go after him.
The manatees don't attack. Friendly animals, they'll go and approach humans.
This one's not. It's the anti-mammal. It's the anti-manatee.
It's the Adolf Hitler of manatees. We are fighting the Adolf Hitler of manatees.
It craves human flesh and nothing else. They don't have teeth. They don't bite. They don't eat meat.
What's to say we won't bite you?
Alright, 3,000 pounds. No.
They're heavy as fuck. Manatees
but
are heavy. They're hefty.
3,000.
No, there's not. A fucking tomato, dude. What are you doing? What are you doing if it weighs 2,000 pounds more? Where does your plan change?
If he got on top of you, you wouldn't be like, oh, it's only 1,000.
It's only 1,000 pounds.
You could survive getting rolled by a manatee.
Oh no. I can't even entertain that.
Yeah, there is a common answer on how to kill manatees.
What is the common answer?
It's through bolts.
Oh.
That's a weapon.
That's a weapon.
I think you could survive if a 1,000-pound manatee rolls over you.
How?
Manatees it's 1,000 pounds, but it's like blubber, so it'll
But it's not
morph
1,000.
to your body.
You think it's a memory foam manatee? What the fuck do you think he is?
It can
He's
be.
gonna conform with your shape. He's fucking made out of gel. You're gonna die.
That's a comfortable ass death.
Do you really think you'd survive?
I think it's possible.
What would you suffer from?
Nothing.
You're just good? You're just
Out of
dead
breath, maybe.
You've lost
Out of life, bro. You'd be out of life.
Yeah, I don't know if you could survive being rolled over by one of those.
I think you can. Tell me I can't get rolled over by a 1,000-pound mattress?
Yeah, but we're talking about, how is it a mattress?
It's a manatee, bro. They're fluffy.
skin is probably rough as shit. They're in the water so
Cindy,
much.
Google, can 1,000 pounds of blubber kill you?
It's not blubber. It's the skin
It's
of the
blubber.
manatee.
It's not 1,000 pounds of skin.
Goofy, it's the outside of the skin. It's like fucking concrete that jumps on
It's
you.
not like concrete. That
No,
shit's
it's
like.
not. They're soft.
It's
Dude,
not-
they're in the
they're
water
soft.
all day, bro. It can't be that
It's
hard.
not. It's like it's not.
It's like a wet scab.
Manatees have leathery skin.
Told you.
And we wear leather jackets and it's comfortable and sit on leather seats.
You gotta be fucking.
There's no way you're surviving.
You're surviving.
On what basis?
There's been a 1,000-pound human before. So how come he didn't crush himself?
His weight.
Oh, you see? Just like the manatee's weight is gonna be distributed over your body, bro.
Hold on. If there's a 1,000-pound human, how does a human not crush himself? Is the equivalent of fucking saying, how does anything big? How are you not crushing yourself?
I mean, he's got a point.
What the fuck?
I can't.
Like a
He's got a
mattress?
little point. If it rolls over you once and the fight's probably over because it's gonna come back for seconds because it want to hate you.
But it's blind.
But it can probably
But
feel
it
that.
knows
randomly.
you're, yeah, it knows, it runs you that way, it knows you're there.
They're not that smart.
You don't need to be smart to understand where your opponent is.
No, I think you do.
How do they pick out plants to eat?
I'm sure they just eat anything. They're fucking manatees.
So they just eat whatever the fuck they don't eat sand, all they fucking
I'm
want.
sure they do.
Does the manatee feel things?
Yes, they have some senses of touch.
Here we go.
Manatees enjoy a good scratch like a dog.
Why is that? How is that
So
important?
I'm seducing the manatee.
We're trying to kill the manatee, not fuck the manatee. You
It's
should
a
just
male
kill
female
yourself.
manatee.
Are you having sex with the manatee?
They have penises, but do manatees have nuts? Like nut sacks?
No,
No, right?
You think they're gonna feel it and like humans?
If you violently attack a manatee's balls,
I chopped off my dog's balls and he doesn't care.
he had anesthetics and stuff. Manatees don't got that.
They retain their testicles inside their.
You got a good.
Yeah, he's prepared. He's got
But
them.
if it's a female manatee,
Why don't you just attack its asshole then?
because not a savage.
Not touching that.
Female manatee outside of water, eyes gouged out. I could survive one rollover. Yeah, we're taking this manatee.
You're taking.
That's gonna take 25 minutes out of itself. By that time, it's dead.
What if he rolls back into the water? And
He's
just
not
resets
going
that
to.
timer?
She
This
is
guy-
not going
this
to.
It's
She is not gonna roll back in the water.
Can we get a fact check on that? Are manatees dumb?
There's studies that say they're dumb. There's studies
Yeah.
that say they're smart.
Let's assume that they're medium.
They do have the smallest brain ratio to body size.
Yeah, but
Oh.
they're big. They're massive. Now, what about brain size, brain capacity? That's what's important. I don't give a shit about a ratio. My nuts to person ratio is very small.
I think manatees are pretty dumb.
Scientists say that they're smart. And then Fernando out here, I've never seen one, nor have I ever interacted with one. I think they're dumb. I think they're stupid.
But if you beat its ass, just like beat its ass,
You can beat a human for 20 minutes and you won't kill him. Jake, you think you're killing a
can.
you
manatee?
can.
Yeah, you can.
I'm talking about Jake.
If a manatee is not capable of having that mentality, then we're not fighting a manatee. We're fighting.
A Superman.
Yeah.
No. We'll change it then. Your life is no longer on the line. If you kill that manatee, trillionaire.
Oh, I'm killing that manatee. Easy.
Oh, get the fuck out of here! No.
There's no way that manatee's dead.
Do they roll over and land? Can they?
This changes the argument. If they can't roll, I'm out. I'm changing.
Can manatees roll on land?
The roll's very important.
Can manatees roll?
Can manatees punch?
Manatees were once land animals, but
I wanna fight that
no longer go on land. Hold on. They needed toenails to walk on land. They
What?
still have toenails on their flippers, but with time, as they've adapted to life in water, they develop stronger nails and less useful for their movements.
That's
on
a
land.
game changer.
Yeah.
If those nails catch you, that's tearing you apart.
Nails?
They got nails!
They got
nails! My side is starting to sound a lot more appealing.
Here's the thing. I don't think they're mobile, but I think most of it's because they just don't care. They're pretty much suicidal.
But this one is...
They're known to have syphilis.
The manatee might kill me, but like 3 to 6 months down the line.
Are humans giving them syphilis? Because humans do molest
How
manatees.
are manatees?
Really?
Yeah, it's a thing.
What?
Yeah, it's actually a thing.
How lonely must you be?
They had to outlaw it in Florida.
Can I piss?
It was illegal?
Now it is.
So it was not.
They had to outlaw it.
Stop
Scientists?
molesting.
Oh, so you got fuck a manatee, but you can't kill it? That ain't shit, bro. What the fuck is that? Those
Politics
dumbass
and
fucking
using these for your argument?
Manatees are known to bite.
No, they're not.
No,
Yes, they
no,
are.
no. What is it called?
This is a blood craze one.
Like soft,
This is a blood
soft
craze
vegetation.
With this research that I just did, it concluded the fact that humans can kill a manatee. Or at least I can. I don't know if you're not confident with yourself. But I can kill a manatee. When it is resting, the aquatic mammal can hold its breath for up to 20 minutes. Now you're telling me this is a manatee that's rolling around, got its eyes gouged out. Would you say that it's exerting great amount of energy?
I would.
Okay. When it is exerting great amounts of energy, a
30
manatee
seconds.
may surface as often as 30 seconds.
Yes. I was.
That means that it can't hold its breath for no 20 minutes when it's out of breath, getting punched in the face. Give me 1 minute outside of water. You said we can't fight more than 5 minutes with the manatee. Give me those 5 minutes and it's dead within those 5 minutes.
I think we could put faith in the fact that if you are able to get the manatee out of water and survive for maximum 5 minutes.
Gouge its eyes out. You could probably take one rollover of the manatee.
I think
I'll concede to the former, but never to the latter. And to that, I think
we solved this.
Cheers.
we got it.
We're killing
we're
this
taking
fucking
that
manatee. I can't believe we're killing it.